Now that I'm roughly happy with the structure of this tree, I want to go ahead and get a little bit of shaping control. The way that we handle shaping with Natsura is through the use of effectors. Effectors are essentially vectors which influence the direction of growth. And if we expand the effector dropdown, you can see that we have a little plus icon. If we click the plus icon, we have a number of preset effectors. And the one I want to use to begin with is gravity direction. The minute that I plug in a gravity direction effector, we can see that we now get this gravitropism direction strength parameter. If I slide it down, we end up with what we had at the start. If we pull it up, we're going to get a general growth upwards in the direction opposite to gravity. We can set the direction by changing this drop down to repel, which will now have the opposite effect, or flatten, which will cause it to splay out on the plane that is a tangent to the direction that is gravity. Gravitropism is one of our basic effectors, and we also have a number of other effectors, which we'll get into in more advanced series. It's also possible to create your own effectors, which we'll also go into later. Much like the rest of the parameters on the grow, the gravitropism direction can be mapped. I'm going to switch to the basic attract gravitropism direction, and then I'm going to go and hit promote parameter. Once again, we can see that this new map has been linked to the grow, and if we drag the strength, we now control this outside of the grow node. We can set the mode to map, and once again, I'm going to map according to you. Now, we can control the strength of gravitropism according to where we are on the tree. And if I pull up the max value and then flip the minimum value and start to pull that, we can see that we can create some interesting results where at first the influence is pulling the tree to grow more upright, but then towards the tips, we can cause it to sag down or wilt. I'm reasonably happy with this result, so I'm going to remember to switch my view back to the simulate, and then we can move on to the next steps.